My thoughts are complex, but from time to time, the tree of liberty must be refreshed with the blood of patriots and tyrants. That's what I think of wokeness. And it's not what it's doing or whatever. I mean, I'm trans, and the men I date tend to be black. So I guess I'm pretty woke or whatever, but I think using this shit as like a judgment of anything is kind of sick. And it seems that it's being heavily manipulated by, oh, I don't know, the government, the banks, big tech, and about 40 other things that I don't like. So why on earth would I give a fuck about how woke someone is? Whenever I hear someone talking in the wokeness, all I see are Nazis that hate me. Why else would you focus so much on learning someone's fucking doublespeak? Sorry, taking a hit. Uh, I do not like anything to do with that whole movement. And what's sad is I pretty much agree with it in principle on like, hey, you should be a good person and you shouldn't fucking say shit that hurts people's feelings just because you can and like that sort of shit. But like they've taken that and manipulated it into something dark and horrible. Like it's kind of funny. It's the way to take over this generation that they've raised. They've raised a bunch of people that are all about doing what is right. And the sad part is they have allowed themselves to basically be told what is right by X, Y, or Z in their life, whether it's their parents, their grandparents, the schools, the government, whatever. Something is telling them what is right and what is wrong. And that's the issue right there. And it's the fact that someone could flip a switch someday and, make wokeness anti trans. They could flip a switch someday and make wokeness anti whatever the fuck they want. This is my thoughts on wokeness. Um, I think if you do this shit and encourage it and whatever, you're evil pretty much. Uh, and at the same time, like people be like, well, you were all blah, 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 blah. Well, I was interacting with a group of friends and I was trying to get them to be better people and maybe not get banned and kicked off the internet and fucking arrested as Nazis and shit. That was my entire point and purpose of doing any of that. Doesn't mean I agree with fucking wokeness. That, and if you're gonna hang out with me, try calling me a tranny to my face and see where that gets you. More than likely, with that kind of shit, if you said that to me, I'm gonna laugh in your face and you'll never see what I do to you. That's the kind of person that I am. I'm not a fist fighting person. I'm a Machiavellian take down your entire fucking life kind of person. I've I've done it several times to people. I'm working on somebody right now. Uh, a lot of people think they get me because of X, Y, or Z. They don't. And if you think I'm woke because I'm trans, you don't understand me at all. When it comes to, my Machiavellian plots and shit, I like to wage psychological warfare. Why would you ever try to hurt someone physically? If you've ever been hurt psychologically, you know how long it lasts. That's how you hurt people. And I think, you know, that's one of those things a lot of people don't understand about, anything I do is that I really don't care about what happens to you physically. Not in this world. Like maybe the world ends and then, I can carry a sword around on the streets and shit. But in this world, it seems to me that like whatever you do that's fucking masculine gets punished. Whatever you do that's feminine gets rewarded. So I'm fighting like a girl. I can do that. I'm very good at that. Um, one of the prime examples of this for me is like fucking with people's heads. I used to have someone that fucked with me pretty regularly, and instead of calling him out and punching him, whatever, I just started fucking with his head. There's various ways that you can do this. Changing things, changing events, changing stories, making things appear or disappear. You know, make him start questioning his own sanity. That is truly, vengeance or whatever. Like punching someone in the face is momentary. Uh, Back to wokeness. I don't know. I think it's kind of a pathetic control attempt. And I think the saddest part to me is that they are just using my community and the gay community to push some fucking agenda for control. And my brothers and sisters and shit don't even see it. And that's like why I'm so outside of the gay community. It's not even funny, really. Like, other than the guys I fuck, like, I'm not really a part of them. Okay, we have the same sexuality. And I think this is what a lot of, I hope I'm going to talk about with Buck Angel whenever we do our interview, is he and Blair White are also like this. And I think there is now a group of this starting to form. And if that's the case, then like there's going to be a lot more of this. And I would like, if you're in this audience and trans and somewhat conservative, start making videos and shit. Even just like about your life and transition and whatever, make a transition channel or whatever with conservative politics. The more of us there are, the harder we are to silence. And that's going to be pretty much the message of my podcast with Buck Angel. Uh, I'm hoping to do other podcasts with other people. I'm going to see what interviews I can score or whatever. But like, if they're going to let me just put out videos on here, whether I make money or not, I'm going to put out the videos that I want to put out. And I'm going to put out stuff that is an attack on this wokeness bullshit. I'm hoping to have a Patreon soon so you guys could support me in this attack, basically. I I don't like this shit. I every day it gets worse and worse and worse. And what I see when I see this is that my nephew's generation is going to be a reaction against this. And they're going to end up being Nazis that round up gay people and trans people and the mentally challenged and put them in concentration camps and gas them because of how extreme and far the left is going in their bullshit. The swing back the other direction is going to be so dramatic that it's going to get us all killed. And I think that's what they want. Like in reality, the rich and the powerful never had anything bad happen to them in Nazi Germany. It was all of us. It was the people that had bad shit happen to them in Nazi Germany. And the Democratic Party is the National Socialist Party of America now, in my opinion. And basically, I'm just waiting for the tides to turn and for them to flip the script from being Antifa to being fascists. Because that's where this is headed. Antifa is like the biggest lie in the world, in my mind. They, by their very actions, are fascist. Well, I hope somebody liked this. I hope it explains my position on wokeness. I really fucking hate it. I think this is why I'm hanging out with you guys and conservative political people instead of fucking trans people. Because like I can't even stand some of the people that I've met that are trans and into guns because of how woke they are. I think that's sad. See you guys later.